It's okay.
So what?
Other people doing creative things and getting paid for it and living their best lives and
Thing like it's cool, but then it sort of like scares me because I feel like you get locked into like like okay, you're entrepreneur, so you don't work for corporate and you just have your own thing and it's like millions of dollars and it's like no, it's just like I'm just someone that likes to have my own shit. Like literally that's it. Knowing that there were issues and nobody was resolving problems with them, which I think you can probably relate to in what you're doing. So focusing on just being like an individual and then pursuing my purpose basically. The narrative of like, okay, I gotta make a difference. And just more like, okay, what is it like that really makes me feel at peace? Like for me, I think that's my ultimate goal. Like feeling at peace. And so even like the whole concept of like entrepreneur is
I feel like self-expression really pushes me to want to be great because I just really want to get to a point where I can draw something or say something or write something and feel like I've expressed myself adequately and that people are relating to that as well. Just keep pushing myself, not to sit around and binge something on Netflix on it, but like to really buckle down and make a schedule for myself and stick to it and hit goals. Because I'm happier when I'm doing that than I am when I'm just kind of giving myself instant gratification with things that aren't gonna make me a better person.
If it affects at least one person, then that's fine. Even when it comes to like events, like as long as one person says that you had a good time and it was, they felt safe or they felt like they were in a space that they felt comfortable.
We decided it was going to be different was that we were actually going to honor those relationships. And we were really going to be the kinds of people that people hadn't seen for a very long time.
I can articulate what the vision is for like the event before just like vomiting like, oh, I want to do blood, and it's just like, nah, like I don't think we're at that point. Like
that part about making sure you're prepared, like you say, because there have been so many times in my life that I wasn't, and I said some things that I ended up regretting. Some things, and even more than things that I ended up regretting, it was things that I thought were effective, but actually turned out to not be effective.
We do have a bright ideas, like when you told me 50 like unprepared ones. So like I'm not even gonna take that one that you told me seriously. So I think that's important too, just taking time to prepare what it is that you're gonna say. Because communication is everything, and it's definitely not easy, but it's important in anything that you do. Like just a digital platform that we have. So like I'm a huge Google Calendar person, everything is set there. I'm learning to be more organized, but I'm not necessarily the best. So just sort of seeing like what patterns they use.
So I'm working at a tattoo shop, so I feel like I'm kind of in the entry phases of tattooing. So I would say I'm a little bit past apprentice, but not tattooing full time yet. So I'm in like this weird like limbo. But I'm constantly learning in the shop, and I'm working with people who have been tattooing for like 15 plus years. So I always have questions to ask them. What needle are you using? Like what voltage are you on? Like how did you do that? So I feel like it's hard to say like exactly one thing, but I'm definitely these days just trying to learn about technique and how to use my machine to its like best potential.
I'm also a big fan of the Google Suite. The thing that I find difficult though is finding the time to use it properly. Not only having the tools at your disposal, but the discipline to be able to use them. And I think that's really important. So I've yet to figure out how to make it so that translates into the personal life.
Yeah, that's the whole other thing.
Yeah.
I definitely see like being involved in, from like an entertainment aspect, probably being involved in some like a festival or something like that. Because we deal with a lot of artists, whether they're musicians, DJs, photographers. My company doesn't define me. So it's like to to say what are goals for myself, those I could probably articulate a little bit better because it's like, okay, this is like where I see myself going.
It would be really nice to have a living wage from my nonprofit. Nonprofit is working on a number of different projects, and we do hope to have this complete in the next 3 to 5 years. And not only that, but have started new ones. Our ultimate goal is to make it so that we build enough units of affordable housing so that anytime we find anybody living in a slum situation, that we have enough units to place them into. And then we can start taking those slum units that they came from and knock them down and rebuild them into permanent affordable housing, and then welcome those families to come back in a much more decent place. And for this work to be sustainable. Then not only that, I'm the only staff person, so I really do want to be able to hire other people and make it so that those people are also paid a living wage for their work and that they have good quality jobs with our nonprofit.
The whole aspect of just getting a lot more sponsors and articulating that valuation, which is going to bring like more capital for us to do more things. Really have passion projects and they're looking for like promotion or maybe management or just sort of trying to find ways to articulate what they want to do.
So the best thing that we can do if we really feel like we want to protect this place and make it better is to make relationships with people and honor them and really sacrifice so that we can keep our promises. Actually live the values that you espouse.
Right.
That's it. Yeah, they have company values. I would articulate that.